Welcome to day 19 of the 300 movie challenge. Today we watched the highest grossing film of December 1995, which was Jumanji. It was bad.
As expected.
Yeah, this was honestly this was worse than expected.
Yeah.
Like I expected it to be bad.
Some...
Yeah, but this was even worse than I thought it was going to be.
The way I kind of think of it is it's like the kids' version of Outbreak.
That's actually a good
where
way to
it's
think
contrivance after contrivance after
Yes.
contrivance.
Yeah.
The whole thing, and it's stupid. It's just people being stupid and contrivances happening for no reazen.
And kids talking completely out of character, talking like they're
my.
soothsayers and shit. God,
Yeah.
the freaking girl, whatever her name was, I don't care. Like,
Edgelord girl.
Judy?
I think it was Judy. Whatever. She like never had a good line of. It always sounded like she was freaking again like a soothsayer who like knew the future and was speaking in cryptic clues and shit. And it was like, what the hell? Like all the characters suffered from that, but hers was the worst. And the freaking
none of the characters were like. You couldn't feel any sympathy for any of the characters.
Well, no. Okay, you could kind of feel sympathy for the woman a little bit, especially in the beginning.
Woman, the woman and the policeman.
Yeah, the policeman was decent. The policeman is probably the best character in the movie. He didn't even do very much.
Yeah, I like the
Because he at least was like had realistic reactions to things.
Yeah.
Even if he was kind of
screaming most of the time, but that's pretty realistic.
Oh,
The policeman and the woman were the most realistic, but
they're still
even
not
then,
good or interesting, really.
Yeah.
And then, but even like you're saying, oh, they're screaming, but like when the kids screamed, it sounded so fake. It was really
the
obvious. Yeah, they're really bad at faking that.
The effects in this movie were also pretty horrible.
Oh my god, yeah.
Even the practical effects were bad. Like the plant just looked like rubber, and there was
one tree branch.
I can't believe this was made the same year as Die Hard, because the effects in that movie are so good.
Right. I mean,
or Apollo 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I saw someone's like, oh, it's like aimed for kids, but it's like that's not an excuse to not try. It's just like
but even for kids, like I feel like no kid would really they would go into this movie and be like, okay, why didn't you just not play the game at all and kind of just let BS?
The whole thing is just a stupid. The premise is stupid, right? Just like, we found this creepy game that apparently makes drum noises at you. Clearly, let's play it. Oh my god, it's so stupid. And okay, I have to comment about this. I like didn't realize that the drum sounds are supposed to be coming from the game and that people could hear it because it sounds so obviously just pasted in post.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was just the soundtrack at first, and then it was like, did you hear that? And I'm like, wait, we were supposed to like hear that? Okay. It's so fake. It's just it's so bad. And yeah, the effects are bad, CGI and practical. The
logic is horrible.
The logic's terrible. Yeah, nothing.
There is no logic. Like, I can't understand how like kids can go into this movie and relate to the kids in this movie.
Yeah.
Because they're like the epitome of like stupid bratty kids.
Yeah.
That think they know everything, but they don't.
Well, no, okay, because here's the thing. Like, I would get why someone might want to see this, because at least, very cursory level. Because, for example, I had the Jumanji game. I actually played it a decent amount. And, now I think about it, and, like, for example, I did recognize, like, the cards that they talked about, and they did try to, like, model the plant and the thing after, like, the plant picture on the card, right? So, like, I get that, and so especially if it was, like, had, like, a decent trailer, it'd be like, oh, I like this game, it's fun, and, there's kind of some, it's creepy atmosphere and stuff, okay, maybe this would be interesting. From, like, but I'm thinking, like, only, like, a 6 or 7-year-old would be interested in that, right?
Yeah.
And again... I know someone would say this, like, oh, it's made for 6 and 7-year-olds. That's not an excuse to not try and deliver something that's at least, like, okay, right?
Yeah.
It's just...
Because, let's look at it this way. Lion King was also... Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a plot line, and
it's a kids movie, but it's a fantastic kids movie that adults can enjoy, too.
Right, like Toy Story also, right?
Yeah.
It
That was
doesn't
just last
insult
month.
your intelligence.
No.
Yeah.
And let's see, what else is dumb? Why do they keep going back into the house even after it like turned into
Oh,
a
yeah.
jungle?
Yeah, I don't understand
There's
what.
no
maybe,
reason for
maybe
that.
It was, I don't think it was a rule. Maybe it was, but I don't remember them ever saying that you have to be
No.
inside the house.
Oh, yeah, and speaking of rules, okay, so the idea is that, if, whatever you roll or whatever, you get a random event and then that thing happens to you in real life. Okay, fine. Like, if you want that to be a
But
rule,
I
that's
feel
fine.
like that's not really a game, though. That's just kind of just. There's no skill involved in it at all.
Well, no.
No.
I mean, in
Yeah.
the game itself, I think it was something like... and I haven't played this in a long time, so I don't know if I'm remembering completely wrong. I think, like, based on what event you get, you have to do something to, like, get out of it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So it's like, it's not... I don't think there was really any skill. I think it was mostly just dice rolls, but, still. But the freaking... What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so okay, fine, and then you have to keep going until because all this stuff keeps happening until you finish the game. Okay, fine, as rules, that's fine. How come when they finished the game, it went back in time?
Yeah, why
There's
did
nothing
it
to
get
do with
set?
anything. Why that? Even within your dumb rules, it doesn't work. It's just like, what the hell?
Because I thought if the game ended, it would just end, and then like people would be like, "Why is everything just destroyed now?"
Well, no, because it said
Yeah.
something that like you have to keep playing the game. When you beat the game, like this stuff will end or whatever. So I thought they would beat the game and like the house would like repair itself and the animals and stuff would like go away or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. I
Yeah.
didn't expect like them to actually go back in time.
Right.
Is it like because they started the game in
I
nine?
That was
guess,
maybe
but I
what
don't know.
it was.
It just seems so nonsensical and just I don't know. It's just it doesn't even really like. Well, I don't know. I feel like they only did that just so they could have a scene of the kid forgives his dad now, hooray! Like whatever, I don't care.
I feel like it was either it's that and the fact that they wanted to end it on like a really happy note where everyone is happy and nothing bad happened.
To justify the fact that it's a December movie.
Yeah, because
Yeah, see, it's a Christmas movie, guys. It ends in Christmas.
because they also prevented their parents from dying too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, by telling him, no, don't take your vacation, do more work, and the dad's like, oh, okay, sure. It's just like,
Like,
no
if
one
you're gonna
reacts
do
to
that,
it.
give them a new vacation.
Yeah, almost no one reacts, like, normally. Again, like, the policeman does, and, like, the woman does, like, sometimes. And
Yeah.
it's just, like, ugh. And then...
In the beginning of the movie, she did, and then near the end, she kind of just fell for Robin Williams, and yeah.
Yeah, and he's not... Well, it's not the acting so
In
much.
this
Like,
movie.
the acting is, like... It's not the acting that's the problem. The problem is the writing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Right?
writing is
The writing is
trash.
horrible.
trash.
So the dialogue is just really terrible, and it's
It
just,
feels like they're just reading off a script, basically.
yeah, the dialogue is just there to advance plot lines, right? It's
And
not
like the kids sound like adults, and the adults sound like kids.
Yeah.
don't
stupid
understand that.
kids at that too.
Yeah.
So it's just it's not a good movie.
And all like the extras too. They were just running around the street in
Oh yeah, there's just people running around in the background all the time, and I think the idea is like, oh, everyone's like looting, but like they're not even doing that. They're just like running through a parking lot and like running back. It's like, okay, whatever.
They're exercising.
And then you have dumb shit like monkeys being able to ride a motorcycle, and it's just like, why? This is so dumb.
Well, the one thing is that we saw Wizard of Oz, of which we all agreed that we would rather be watching Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah, and like the shop window.
Yeah.
It's too bad that was like long since passed.
Was there anything good about this movie? At all?
My coughing?
Ironic coughing. I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I'm giving this like so way more credit than it should be, but when the house like became like kind of a jungle inside,
Oh yeah, that looked
that
kind
was that was a decent set design.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's
That's
it.
about
Everything else was bad.
Yeah.
everything
Skip
else
it.
everything else was bad. It's just a stupid movie. I mean,
Like, if you've heard that this is a bad movie, actually believe it. It's
Yeah.
not worth your time.
Yeah, it's again, we came into it knowing it was going to be kind of bad. It was worse than we thought, and again, it wasn't even worse in like a funny way. It's just worse
No.
in a dumb way.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
movie didn't make me angry. It just made me like feel like this is stupid and I don't like it.
I
Yeah,
just
pretty
felt
much.
kind of insulted. Like,
Yeah.
you think I'm this dumb?
Yeah.
Because the characters made pretty dumb decisions, and
Yeah.
if you think of it logically, if you were to hear drum beats coming out from the middle of the earth, what would be the logical course of action to take?
Run!
Clearly,
Either
like get your own drum and join in. Get a jam session. No, okay, but yeah, it's just fucking stupid.
Okay, wait. I don't understand why they couldn't burn the board game because it's made out of wood.
I
At
don't
the
know,
end.
because they're
But
kids.
But they threw
They're-
it into the river, and then it like washes up somewhere else, and I don't understand why they couldn't
Okay,
just
wait,
destroy
I
it.
had a thing with that too,
Oh
actually.
yeah.
So, they put bricks on the thing. So,
Yeah.
logically speaking, that should have just landed.
In
Like,
the
at
bottom of the
bottom
river
of
and
the
stayed
river.
there.
Right.
Yeah.
How did it end up, like, across
In
the
a
ocean?
beach. Yeah. Whatever.
That too. If it's in France, how are they going to read the Jumanji?
Plot hole.
That would be actually kind of funny if that was the sequel where like they were trying to play the game but they couldn't read it and shit just was happening and they were like, "But wait, why? What's going on?"
Oops.
Oh well, speaking of a sequel, apparently this movie's getting a sequel this year.
What?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
well-
looked it up.
So
But it's in
no way,
December.
we're not watching that because there's no way in hell it's gonna win.
No.
Because of how notoriously bad the first one is.
Well, no, just considering what else is coming out that month.
Yeah, in December. Just
Oh,
think
right.
about it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
whatever. I just can't believe that anyone would bother. Whatever. It's a dumb movie. Don't watch it. This is the second time in a row the December movie's been like really stupid. Although it's not as bad as the last one, but still.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't think he gets the Sola treatment.
No.
No. It's tolerably bad, I guess.
It's, yeah, I guess that's the way to put it. But I guess we could talk about 95 now.
As a whole.
Yes, as a whole. I thought overall this was a pretty good year.
Yeah. Overall. There were
Uh,
some.
It's better than 94.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
beginning was kind of weak, but it got a lot better.
yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
it's
so.
fun.
Okay, so higher learning. I think we all thought it was like okay,
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
okay.
so that was fine. Brady Bunch movie was really dumb, as
Yeah.
expected.
Yeah.
We
Outbreak.
didn't really expect it to
well,
go
right.
any higher.
Outbreak was bad, which that is kind of a shame.
It was worse than expected.
It was worse
yeah,
than
that was
expected.
worse than expected.
While You Were Sleeping was slightly better than expected, even though it wasn't that,
Yeah.
still wasn't that good. It was just
It was pretty okay.
okay.
It was okay, yeah.
Then Die Hard was amazing.
Yeah, like
somehow.
actually.
We actually went into that with very low expectations.
Yeah.
And then we were like, wow, this is a great movie.
Apollo 13, that's good.
Yes.
Modern World was not.
No.
No.
Babe was
Pretty
pretty
bad.
good.
Yeah.
Born Identity, pretty good. Get Shorty was just kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then Toy Story, good, and then this was bad. But
Basically.
Overall, it was much better than
yeah.
last year.
Yeah,
well,
it was
especially because last
much
year there
better.
was only 2 things that were good.
True.
And
we
they
started
just so
with them.
happened to be the ones that we started with.
Right. Here, that was about, I'd say, like, at least, like, half of the films were at least, like, okay. Right?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good. Okay to good. So, yeah, 95 overall. I think I would put this as, like, a standard of, like, this is a decent year, right?
Yeah, like
So-
a
Yeah.
mix.
Yeah. So,
I
compare.
don't want to watch Die Hard again.
I know. So, but with that,
Let's
we'll
see
be
how 96 goes.
yes, 96, and Oh, looking into 96, I know there's one film that we're probably going to end up face palming a lot. Over and over again, too. At least one. Actually, probably a couple, because... Well, I guess we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah.
But for now, that's that.
See you in the next year.
Yeah, see you next year. Ha ha. It's a joke because New Year's, even though it's not New Year's. Whatever. Bye.
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 Ugh.